a multitude begins to follow him. They've heard what he said. He's garnered a reputation, and they are following him. And he turns and tells them, if any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. In other words, brothers and sisters, there's no point in deceiving yourself. Don't deceive yourself by following me, all the while your heart is not committed unto me to the degree it needs to be my disciple. To be a disciple of Yeshua, you have to be so committed unto the kingdom of Jehovah that you are willing to forsake those who you know and have commitments unto in the kingdoms of this world. And Yeshua is letting the people who are following him know, unless you are willing to do this, you can't be my disciple. He is saying to this to them because he himself is practicing it, and his disciples, those he called and chose, are observing it. Notice his hometown is Nazareth while he's in Judea. Prior to him being in Judea, he was in Samaria. And when he was in Galilee, he noted, and it was noted, not many miracles can be done in Nazareth, being his hometown. So we seldom see him staying in his hometown because there is not the opportunity through unbelief for the manifestation of glory. Now, Yeshua goes to his disciples, meets them in their hometown, and tells them, follow me. Follow me. They're not going back. They don't go back to the degree. When you get into the book of Acts, Yeshua tells them, wait in Jerusalem. After the day of Pentecost, they're still in Jerusalem. Which of the apostles who come from Galilee do we find in the book of Acts leaving Jerusalem to go back home? To go back home and to go back to their former occupation. Some of these apostles were married. We know Peter had a wife. We know Peter had a wife, and his wife's mother lived with Peter and Andrew, and so we have to come to the conclusion that Peter's wife came with him to Jerusalem. Or she chose to stay in Galilee while Peter was in Jerusalem. But what about Matthew? What about Andrew? What about James? What about John? What about Thomas? What about all these other people who were committed unto Yeshua and found themselves in that upper room? Found themselves in that upper room in Acts 1 and 2. Did they have children? Mothers and fathers? Husbands, wives? They were at the place Yeshua told them to be in order for them to receive the gift of the Holy Spirit. Now it's clear, before Yeshua ascended, there was a chosen 500 disciples that he spoke to. He made himself known to. So what happened to the 300 other disciples plus? So you have 120 in the room. You have a whole heap of disciples who are not in the room. What happened to them? Where are they? Where have they gone? This is this kind of righteous hatred. And I'm not talking about, and I don't believe Yeshua is talking about the emotion and the anger of hate. But it's the kind of hatred whereby you are so assimilated and focused and naturalized into the kingdom of Jehovah that when you see the kind of unrighteousness that can take place of those who are in the world, you have to separate from it.